Hello everyone, welcome to our TJ Comments and Answers channel. I hope all of you are doing well. In this new video, we are going to prepare for the section Become Better Teachers, for the week of January 26th to February 1st. I hope this will be very helpful for many of you. Let's get started. Alright, let's begin with Start conversations. Informal witnessing. Find out what topics interest the person and arrange to talk again on another occasion. Hello, how are you? I see you're taking a moment to rest a bit. Yes, honestly, I really needed it. The days have been pretty exhausting. What has been tiring you the most? Mainly work. There are more and more things to do and less time. I feel like everything is rushed. I understand. Brief pause. Does that affect you more during the day or when you get home? More when I get home. I'm supposed to rest, but my mind keeps racing. Right. Nods, lets the person continue. Sometimes I'm with my family, but I'm still thinking about pending tasks, problems, and what's coming tomorrow. That ends up being even more exhausting. Yes, that's true. Gentle question. And have you noticed if that has affected your mood lately? Yes, quite a bit. I'm more irritable and have less patience. It's not something I like, but sometimes I can't help it. It must be hard to feel that way. Pause, doesn't rush to give solutions, and what would you most like to change about that situation? I'd like to have more mental peace, be able to disconnect a little, and enjoy time with others more. That sounds very reasonable. Shows sincere interest. Yes, because you know problems aren't going to disappear, but at least I'd like to learn how to handle them better. Exactly. The Bible talks a lot about how to find inner peace even when life is still complicated. If you'd like, another day we could talk more calmly about that topic. Yes, I'd like that. It would be good for me to hear something like that. Perfect. Then we'll leave it for another occasion and talk about it with more time. Have a good day. Now we will move on to Make return visits. From house to house. Answer a question the person asked in a previous conversation. Hello, good morning. I'm _____. Last time we talked a bit here at your home. You mentioned a question that stayed on your mind. How have you been since then? Hello. Well, getting by. Honestly, I've kept thinking about what we talked about. Improves eye contact. I'm glad you told me. Would you like to tell me what has been on your mind the most? The same thing I mentioned last time, why God allows so much suffering. You see so many bad things happening, and that's discouraging. Yes, that's true. Nowadays there are many difficult situations. Has anything in particular affected you more recently? Yes, a relative of mine is sick, and sometimes you wonder why they have to go through that. I'm very sorry. It must be very hard to see someone you love go through something like that. Thank you for trusting me with something so personal. Yes, it really hurts a lot. It's completely understandable to feel that way. The Bible shows that God also feels pain when he sees human suffering. In fact, it allows people to express their pain, it doesn't minimize it. I didn't know that. I always thought the Bible just said you have to endure it. Many people think that. But notice what God promises here at Revelation 21. 4. Reads the text slowly. This text shows that God not only sees suffering, but promises to remove it completely. That part about there being no more pain really catches my attention. Yes, and that gives a lot of hope, especially when someone is going through difficult moments. Of course, the question of why God allows it now may still remain. Exactly, that's what I don't understand. And that's a very good question. The Bible explains that there is a temporary reason and that God is already acting to put an end to all of this. If you'd like, on the next visit we could calmly look at why he allows suffering for a time and what assures us that it won't be forever. Yes, I'd like that, because I need to understand it. With pleasure then. Thank you for taking the time and for expressing how you feel. See you soon. Now we will move on to make disciples. From house to house. Offer a Bible course. Hello, good morning. I'm ____. Last time we talked a bit about the Bible and how it can help us in daily life. Today I wanted to mention something brief. Hello, yes, go ahead. Many people have told us they would like to understand the Bible better, but without anything complicated. That's why we offer a free Bible course that is simple and practical, where topics that truly help in everyday life are discussed. And what is that course like? It's a Bible-based discussion. It's not a formal or long class, it usually lasts just a few minutes and adapts to each person's pace. That sounds interesting, but my schedule is a bit complicated. I understand perfectly. That's exactly why the course adapts to you. Is there any day or time that works better for you? Maybe in the afternoons, after work. Perfect. And where would you feel most comfortable? It can be here at your home, at your workplace if possible, or even in a quiet public place. I think at home would be best. Excellent. Then we could do it, for example, one afternoon that works for you, and if at any point you need to change the schedule, that's no problem. The idea is for it to be something comfortable for you. That way I'd be encouraged to try it. I'm very glad to hear that. So, if you'd like, on the next visit we can start with a simple topic. I'll adapt to your schedule and the place you prefer. Now we will move on to make disciples. Today we're going to analyze how true Christianity can be identified. Let's start with Tom's experience that we saw in the video Religion Let Me Down. According to the video, why did religion disappoint Tom? Because he realized that many religions said good things, but in practice they didn't live according to what they taught. Good. So, Was there a difference between what they said and what they did? Yes, they said they followed God, but their actions showed otherwise. Exactly. Now, according to the video, why is Tom convinced that he found the truth? Because he saw people who actually applied what the Bible teaches, not just talked about it. Very good. That leads us to this text. Let's read Matthew 7:21, reads the text, according to Jesus, what is more important, what we say we believe or what we show through our actions? What's most important is actions, doing God's will, not just saying we believe in Him. Correct. If someone lives by what the Bible teaches, that shows they truly follow Jesus. Let's move on to the next point. 7. They love one another. The early Christians truly helped and loved one another. Let's now look at the example from the video. He was willing to give his life. What motivated Brother Lloyd to risk his life for Brother Johansson? He was motivated by the love he felt for his Christian brother and his desire to help him. That's right. So, do you think he acted like a genuine Christian? Yes, because he put his brother's life above his own safety. Let's now read John 13:34-35. Reads the text. According to this text, how should Jesus' disciples treat one another, even if they are from a different race or nation? They should love one another regardless of race or the country they come from. Very good. And thinking about what the text says, how do you think they could show that love in times of war? By not taking part in violence and by remaining united as brothers, without fighting against one another. Exactly. That love is a clear sign of true Christians. On the next visit, if you'd like, we'll see how that love is shown today in the congregation. Well, those were the examples of the presentations for the Become Better Teachers section for this week. I hope they are very helpful to you, my dear brothers and sisters. I send you a big hug, and may Jehovah always bless and protect you.